Chicago's daily news. On today's show, we'll be talking about the process of judicial review and how it has changed the city of Chicago for the better. First, the process of judicial review. Judicial review is a process that the Supreme Court uses. The justices on the Supreme Court bench decide whether a law is unconstitutional or not, and if it is in the best interest of our country. Some people may think this is the only process that is best for our country, but it really isn't the best, because it all decides who is on your bench. Usually there are 4 people that always go one way, and there are 4 people that always go the other way. And there's one that can always be influenced. Usually the cases are in a 5-4 decision, so you can either go 5 this way and 4 this way, or 4 this way and 5 that way. And the reason why this is bad is because your case could be unconstitutional or not, just by the one person that has to decide to go which way. Even though this process is not the best, it has helped the city of Chicago. And for over 30 years in the city of Chicago, you were not allowed to have a gun. The law restricts everyday citizens from having a gun. Only police officers can have a gun. So, in this film that is about to be shown, from this clip about to be shown, you can see that even though guns are illegal, criminals and other people can still get their hands on them and destroy parts of our city.
You said a very busy weekend for police here on North Harding and really all over the city. They had to deal with a rash of violence that left 5 people dead and at least 18 people wounded. Now,
as you saw from the clip, it's not that hard to get a gun. And by having a gun ban law in Chicago, the citizens of Chicago are not allowed to protect, or are not able to protect themselves. But the reason that the gun ban has been in effect for so long is because the people were waiting to take it to the Supreme Court at the right time so they could get the right justices to change the law. Earlier, in 2008, the District of Columbia had a similar gun ban law. They argued all the way to the Supreme Court, and the law in D.C. was changed. The law was that no one in the city limits of D.C. was allowed to have a gun. That is similar in Illinois. And the case of District of Columbia versus Heller was ruled unconstitutional, and the city of D.C. had to allow their citizens to have guns with their own regulations, of course. So in 2010, almost the exact same case was taken to the city of Chicago, to the Supreme Court from the city of Chicago versus McDonald. In the case of McDonald of Chicago, the McDonald said that the law facing that no one could have a gun limited their Second Amendment rights, and the court agreed with them. They rendered a 5-4 decision saying that it is unconstitutional and you have to let them have guns. The reason that this came up is because since Chicago has such a high crime rate, even in the better parts of town, not just only the worst parts, that the residents of Chicago needed to be able to protect themselves. As you can see in the next clip, you'll see how Chicago has changed from being able to protect themselves. The crime rate has gone down, and the citizens are able to protect themselves now. I hope you learned today that even though the judicial process is not the best, it can change things for the better. And as as example from the McDonald v. Chicago case.